Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of a plant that sits at a really interesting crossroads, the Harmal plant. For centuries, it's been a huge part of cultural traditions. But, hiding inside its seeds is this potent chemical power that's both a huge scientific curiosity and, honestly, a pretty serious danger.
So how does that even work? How can one single plant be famous for protecting people from evil spirits, while at the same time it comes with major warnings about severe poisoning? Well, that's the big mystery we're going to unravel today.
Okay, so first things first, let's get to know the plant that's at the center of our whole story. What exactly is it? What's it look like? And where on earth does it come from? So its official scientific name is Paganum harmala. And this thing is tough. It's a super hardy perennial plant. And that toughness is a big part of why it spreads so far and wide and becomes so important in so many different cultures over the years. So what's it look like? Well, it's got these thin leaves, little white flowers, and this is the important part, these dark seeds. Now the real kicker is when you burn these seeds, they let off this really strong, unique smell. And that smell is absolutely central to how this plant has been used in traditions for ages. And that brings us to its really rich history. So we're going to shift gears a little bit, moving away from botany and more into, well, the human side of the story to understand why this plant means so much to so many people. Okay, so this is the main way Harmal is used in tradition. People take the seeds, they put them over hot coals, and that smoke that comes off is used to fumigate everything. Homes, people, even new stuff they just bought. It's a ritual that's just woven into the fabric of a lot of societies. And here's the why behind it. The whole point of this ritual, it's not really medicinal in the way we think about it today. It's spiritual. The belief is that the smoke cleanses a space and protects everyone inside from negative energy or the evil eye. This is a practice that's been passed down for generations, and it's based entirely in folklore, not in medical science. So, what is it about this plant that gives it its power? Both the power people believe it has and the power it actually has. Well, to figure that out, we have to pivot from culture right back to chemistry. Right, here's the scientific heart of the matter. Harmal seeds are just loaded with these compounds called beta-carboline alkaloids. And listen, these aren't just any old chemicals. They are psychoactive. That means they have a direct, powerful effect on our brains and our nervous systems. This is the real source of the plant's incredible reputation.
So let's compare the traditional beliefs with what scientists have actually found. Some traditions used it for pain relief, right? Well, some lab studies suggest there might be something to that. Antimicrobial effects? Yeah, scientists have seen that too, but only in controlled lab settings. And here's the most important takeaway from all this. That absolutely, positively does not confirm it's safe for people to use. Not even close.
And that right there brings us to the most critical point of this whole story. The very same compounds that make Harmal so interesting to scientists also make it incredibly dangerous if it's misused.
Okay, we need to be really clear here. We're not talking about some theoretical risk. We are talking about documented, proven, severe danger.
Those same alkaloids that affect the central nervous system can be neurotoxic, which is just a scientific way of saying they can poison it. If someone ingests this plant, it can lead to some really profound psychological problems, a dangerous drop in blood pressure, and even convulsions. These aren't minor side effects, folks. These are serious medical emergencies. And let's just hammer this point home because there is zero room for confusion. For women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, any use of Harmal is absolutely forbidden. The risk of severe harm is just way too high. This is a non-negotiable safety warning.
So, after going through the culture, the chemistry, and the danger, where does all this leave us? What's the final responsible takeaway here? It really boils down to these 4 simple steps. Step 1, appreciate its deep cultural history. It's fascinating. Step 2, understand the science. The chemistry is really cool. But step 3, you have to beware of its toxicity. And all of that leads to the final crucial point. Step 4, never, ever use it yourself. This is a plant that should be left for scientific study, period.
So we're left with this question at the end of it all. The story of Harmal is such a powerful reminder that tradition and science can tell 2 completely different stories about the exact same plant. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other ancient remedies out there are walking that same razor's edge between folklore and pharmacology?